happening, Magnus sites? So, just got back from seeing Sonic 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And if any of you saw my first review, well, my review of the first movie, you know that I was like lukewarm on it. I found Sonic irritating. People argued me down on that. You know, there's kind of like the attitude. I was around when he first came out, and I didn't watch the cartoon that came out later. That his personality seems to be based on. I liked his personality more in the first game. He was kind of a dick, had an attitude, you know, stuff like that. That's what I liked. So, we got more of this attitude that, you know, he's like, okay, like it's, by the way, don't his nose look like a nipple? I'm just saying, in this movie, his nose looks like a nipple. But anyway, I told you guys last time for the first movie, I was going for Jim Carrey. Same thing for this one. I was going for Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey is the absolute best part of this movie to me. And, but overall, I gotta say, it's a kid's movie. It's a kid's movie. And I think that it actually felt more like a kid's movie than the first one, if I remember correctly. I've only seen the first movie one time. Never watched it again. So, it really is like the humor. You know how let's talk about the acting. You know how the acting is in kids' movies and shows? Like, it's good acting or passable acting, but it's hokey. That's what it is all through this. And the humor is the same way. The jokes are just hokey. It just doesn't, you know, Jim's always hilarious in almost everything that he does. Almost everything he does and says is funny, or at least it gets a smile out of you. So, yeah, there's that. The special effects are pretty good for the most part, but sometimes you're just like, I really felt like they could have did that better. You know what I mean? I liked Knuckles. You find out some lore there with him. And Tails. Tails was alright. Now, for those of you that want to see variants, I suggest you go see this movie. If you would like to see variants of certain characters, I suggest you go see this movie. Because, yeah, so, definitely hinted at, or whatever. There's some surprises. A big surprise in this movie. That, let's just say, the majority of fans love the first movie. And you know how they listen to the fans? When the first trailer came out and was horrible, and they went back and redid it, and they redid something, they listened to everything that people were saying after the first movie. Everyone that loved the first movie will probably love this. Everyone that was kind of in my area, which was the minority and thought it was kind of lukewarm, kind of like, will probably feel the same. I don't know what I gave the first movie. I don't remember. But I probably gave it around a 2.5. I didn't hate it, and I didn't like it. You know what I mean? Like, it was okay. It was meh. Maybe it was on TV. I might watch it just for certain parts. And Jim Carrey. There are some cool scenes on there. Some cool teamwork scenes with certain characters in certain parts. Where I was kind of like, all right, that was kind of cool. There's only a couple of parts where I said that. I laughed every time Jim was on the screen. But most of the time when Sonic or anybody else was on the screen, I was stone cold, just sitting there like this, waiting for Jim the whole time. So, the movie definitely sets it up for a sequel, and you don't have to stay till the very end, but there is a mid-post-credit scene. So, post comments down below. Let me know what you thought if you enjoyed my review. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share.
Woo!